Hello guys, this is Prof and welcome to another episode of our Python for Data Science tutorials. In this tutorials, I'm going to introduce you to Python and then talk briefly about some history and then we can start being awesome. Okay, so Python was actually conceived in the late 1980s by Guido van Rossum. I don't know if that's the right pronunciation of the name, but it all started as a hobby project. But then, right now, Python is one of the powerful and most used programming languages available. It has a very large community and they are doing quite a good job on the whole thing. Now, Python is easy to learn but very powerful. It is not as symbolic as other languages. If you have an experience with a language like C++, you realize that they use symbols a lot, but then this is quite the opposite for Python. When you do Python, you will realize that the syntax is just English words and very few symbols. And it has a very efficient, high-level data structure and simple but effective approach to object-oriented programming. If we happen to start with classes, I would explain more. You will get to understand much about what we mean by object-oriented programming. Now, one of the things Python boasts of is its elegant syntax, and you will appreciate it for yourself, especially those who have background in other programming languages. Now, unlike languages like C++ and Java, Python has dynamic typing. In simple terms, when you are creating variables, you don't have to explicitly declare their data type or state their data type. You will see that I will talk about that concept in future videos. Now, Python is an interpreted language, and this makes it a great programming language for scripting and when you need to get things done rapidly in almost anything. Aside all this, it is also available on all the major operating system platforms. Now, Python is open source. Both its interpreter and the extensive standard library, which contains some basic codes for doing pretty much anything, are all available in source code. When we say that something is an open source, the main characteristic is that its source code is available. It's not just that it is available for use. No, you can actually grab a copy of the source code and do things for yourself. And so if you really want the sources of the binaries, you can actually download it from their website, www.python.org. The link is attached on one of the slides in this PowerPoint. And the best of it is you can also distribute it freely. Now, another interesting thing about Python is that you can actually extend the functions of the interpreter with new functions and data types that have been implemented in programs like C or C++. Now, currently, Python is, if I am bold enough, Python is the language used for data science. Yes, used mostly for data science. We also have the R language, but then I realize that a lot of work is ongoing in the Python environment. A lot of people are doing artificial intelligence stuff, machine learning, deep learning, and those things with Python extensively. And then currently the packages, there are a lot of packages available for data science, so you can always check those things out. Now, currently there are two common versions of the Python. We have the 2.7 and 3.x. The 2.7 is the old version of Python. However, there was a major rewrite in the 3.x, so their syntax are not compatible, and also the 2.7, though it's receiving some update because people have pretty much a lot of systems built up on the 2.7. However, with time, support for it is going to fade away. So if you are now learning Python, my advice is that you stick with the 3.x. Currently, the as at the time I was recording this video, the most recent version is 3.8.1, and that is what I am using for all the activities and demonstrations in this particular video. So if you want to download the interpreter, you can follow this link. We have PyCharm Edu IDE, which is available for free. You can also download Spider, so you can check these resources out, and the one that interests you, you can download them for use. All right, this is the end of this episode. I am Professor, and thank you for watching.